I asked this before anyway, yeah, but when did the actual term cancel culture start?
Let's go to Google.
Do you think it'll be on there? Probably
Urban Dictionary. Yeah.
No, the ones.
Like, do you think, Mitch? Do you think
I think it was American first.
Do you think it's too? Do you think it's harsh?
What,
do you think
cancel
like people
culture?
have like taken it and just rinsing it for what it's worth?
Do you know what my problem with it is? It's not governed. There's no real structure to it. Do you know what I mean? There's no way in which and maybe it should be like that. Maybe there shouldn't be some authority type thing, but people are just taking it upon themselves to decide who's cancelled and who's not. So basically you're playing the role essentially of God. Like, you're judging people and getting to decide whether that person's fit enough or not to be a public figure or be someone within society that can be on a platform. Who are you to make that decision? Like, who gave you that? Because we don't even know what you do in your own time. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what you do when you log off the internet. I have no idea. You could be a murderer, you could be a rapist, you could sell drugs, you could do anything. You could be blackmailing all your friends, you could be I don't know.
Yeah.
All I know is you're jumping on Twitter or social media, Facebook, Instagram, and you're judging people and you're saying cancelled. And I'm just like, who gave you the authority to cancel someone?
People are doing that shit mad quick.
I think you need to do it with the right intention.
Well, I was just about to say that. Sometimes I do feel like it's just been rinsed for what it's worth. It's not new, but it's a thing. It's a thing, and it's just like now people just want to do it. But people just want to do it. Sometimes it's being done for good reason, innit? And sometimes the intentions is right, and sometimes I think that it's good because it opens up conversations about real deep things that we should be talking about at times. But other times, I just think maybe sometimes people are just going.
I can't contain it.
But you found something?
Yeah, I found too much. I couldn't contain it.
Go on.
First of all, it says it's been around since 2015.
Okay.
It was
recent.
It says the proposed term, it's been proposed since March 2019. Cancel culture is a term used to refer to the phenomenon of cancelling or no longer morally, financially, and or digitally supporting people, usually celebrities, events, artworks such as songs, films or TV shows, or things that may have been deemed unacceptable or problematic. Now, just for me, with any situation like that, with it being so general and so broad, there needs to be criteria.
Definitely.
That's what I said about being
even then,
governed.
How many people have really cancelled?
Or has been cancelled or has cancelled someone? What do you mean?
Yeah, like really, like to, you see like how people are very quick to say that they're cancelling something, yeah? Like how much people have actually really gone through to the extent of cancelling that person?
Listen, see America.
Because wait, do you know what? I just want to say this. Because it's easy to cancel someone that you wasn't emotionally invested in the first place.
Yeah. Wow.
That doesn't really count, in my opinion. If you are emotionally invested in something, how many people have really cancelled on a person that they are emotionally and financially invested in?
R. Kelly. And I feel I have clear justification.
Do you know why that's easy now?
Do
you know why that's easy now?
True, though.
I'll tell you why it's easy now.
I don't even know why it's easy now, though. He's still making money.
He is. But listen, do you know why it's easy now? Because R. Kelly has not been popping.
No, but I would say that.
Right, let me use
I know you was. I know you was. It's
that.
documented. We've got it.
Documented.
But
let me give you a flip side.
But listen, I just want to say this. Like, he wasn't like R. Kelly hasn't since. For a long time, he hasn't really been out here.
He hasn't had hits. He's been.
So it's
declining.
easy now to say, yeah, he's cancelled. I'm not fucking with him. I'm not playing his music.
But
he didn't have a banger anyway.
No, but when he had,
hold on, saying it's true.
In the early 2000s, when he had bangers and people knew what he did,
people were stepping in the name of love.
He wasn't cancelled.
They were stepping in the name of love.
And that's what I'm trying to say, Chucky. They were stepping in the name of love. And even look at now. Kanye West. Last year, everyone said Kanye West was cancelled. He said slavery sounded like a choice.
Yeah.
He was wearing MAGA hats. He was doing all of this. Man starts Sunday service. No one cares anymore. No one cares anymore. And I'm in here in Yeezys. No one cares. Look, Yeezys. No one cares
true,
no
though.
more, bro.
That's not entirely true. In LA.
Why is it not entirely true?
On a general scale.
Why?
Wait, can I finish?
Go on.
R. Kelly's not getting invited to the Met Gala.
But
R. Kelly's not going Grammys. No, but I
he
tell
hasn't been.
But what I'm saying is Kanye West isn't cancelled because he's still going to these things, bro.
Right, yeah.
He's still invited to the big. He's still
because the cancelled, it's cancelled just out of because I thought with cancel culture, obviously the reason why it would be detrimental for somebody like me is because the industry I'm in is probably one of the smallest industries.
Yeah.
So if I was cancelled from this completely, then financially I'm fucked. But when you cancel Kanye West, he's being cancelled from black people, but he doesn't make money from black people. Met Gala isn't for black people, so Coachella's not for black people.
But that's my whole point. That's my whole point. He's not cancelled.
Yeah, I know. So it's like
but you can still be.
But he's still cancelled.
You can still be cancelled by black people and still make money.
Yeah,
but I don't. But
that doesn't matter.
Would you say he's cancelled by black people?
No.
Would you say he's cancelled by black people?
Go to LA. I can't lie. I didn't realize how rubbed out.
Are they still going to wear Yeezys?
But how? Yeah, they wearing Yeezys.
Are they still wearing his clothes?
Put it this way.
That's what I want to know.
Wait, the last Sunday service was lit, and that was in LA, no?
Let me show you Pub Strings.
The last Sunday service was in
Calabasas. Then it was in Coachella.
All right, cool. Calabasas.
That looked lit.
Now let me show you something. Let's just dead the argument, because the two people I'm talking about are working class black people, more or less, not going to be the middle upper class. I'm telling you, Coachella tickets on resale at $800. Niggas are not going Coachella. Calabasas is a private estate for rich people. Niggas are not going Calabasas. So realistically, if you speak to people that are in the hood, Donnie was cancelled, fam.
No, but I'm saying, listen, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you, is he genuinely cancelled?
He's probably not.
And when I say cancelled, I mean like what we're talking about with R. Kelly. They don't listen to his music. Every time his name comes up, you feel like a taint, like you're not messing. That's what I'm saying. He's not cancelled. For me, I'll tell you what I think cancelled is. Cancelled is R. Kelly's the perfect example, right? And he's not even fully cancelled. But he's cancelled. When his name comes up, when you watch Joyner Lucas's new video, he's there as like, take R. Kelly. Like, he's within culture, everyone accepts now R. Kelly is cancelled.
It's not a good.
Kanye West is not. I'm telling you, he's not cancelled.
I hear the premise of what
when his album drops, man, are gonna play that on the Apple Music. And
I hear you, but do you know why it's not a good example? Yeah, it is a good, but it's not at the same time, because he hasn't been out here.
Who?
Bare people that are cancelling R. Kelly right now were not emotionally invested in him in the first place. Even back then. There's bare young people that didn't even know about R. Kelly like
anyone
that.
that's watched that new documentary from the old school, that were the older from that generation, have washed their hands. The only people that haven't cancelled him, in my opinion, majority, I'm assuming we don't have the figures, are people that haven't seen the documentary and are consciously saying, because they're R. Kelly fans, I'm not going to watch the documentary. We saw the same thing with Michael Jackson.
Cancel something
Michael Jackson
that's popping
said,
today.
I'm not going to watch it because I don't want to hear it.
Cancel something that is lit today.
By the way, Michael Jackson's not cancelled.
What's that?
Michael Jackson's not cancelled.
Oh yeah, no. I'm
in Joyner Lucas's video, he was praising Michael. He's not cancelled, bro. Someone put up something to Michael Jackson the other day. I think it was Made You Think.
Yeah.
The page Made You Think on Instagram. He put up something of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Everyone was in the comments. Go, greatest of all time.
Do you know
Some
it was as
people
well?
just
It was the director as well came out and
Kelly
made some statements.
Oh, can I just pause you for 1 second though?
Yeah, did you not see that?
No. But you said something about R. Kelly. You talking about R. Kelly now?
No, Michael Jackson. The director of that documentary said that he realized that some of the timeline and what they were saying was off.
After all this, he's done that. So he's put it out, done all of that, and then he's come and said that.
As a director, you want the thing to do well, so he's not going to say that.
That's trash.
Documentary before it comes out.
That's trash.
Yeah.
You're talking about a man's legacy. You're talking about one of the most.
But you know, with that as a DJ though, I will ask. Like, I've got weddings to do over the summer. I'm gonna ask them: is Michael Jackson a go? I don't want to.
It has to be a go.
It's a go for me.
Can
but
I just say something about R. Kelly? Because you were saying something and you felt like you were so right about it, and I have to let you know that you need to have all the information before you make an assumption.
Go on.
He was begging for sales the other day.
Who was?
R. Kelly. Am I lying?
He was
begging for sales.
He went on Instagram and he's like,
begging.
Make sure you come to my shows. Make sure you.
No, it wasn't like, can you please support this record?
Oh yeah, he was crying.
Yeah, but that's my point though.
Yeah,
my point is that R. Kelly in his prime did not need to beg for nothing.
He wasn't cancelled.
I'm saying cancel a man. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying cancel a man when he's lit. This is the prime example. A man that is going out there begging for sales, it's easy to cancel.
Let me tell you what I think cancelling is. Let me tell you right now what I think cancelling is.
Sorry, Chucky.
Let me tell you what I think cancelling is right now. Because you made a good point a minute ago. You said the minorities, right? So like working class black people, the ones that can cancel people, right? But unfortunately, the people at the top, so the people that get invited to Met Galas or get major record deals, the people that own things, right? If they cancel you, then you're cancelled because your bread's done. That's how I see it. So when R. Kelly can't come to certain things, he's not going to get invited to big things. His music isn't going to get played on radio the way it is. Bro, you're cancelled. In my opinion, when you're blackballed, that is when you're officially cancelled.
And I'm talking more from
R. Kelly's blackballed.
Do you know what? He is.
But
you know what, yeah?
Kodak Black's blackballed in LA now because of what he said about Nipsey. They said they're not playing his music on LA radio stations. That is blackballing. Kodak, bare people are trying to cancel Kodak. For me, Kodak's 50-50 right now.
I'm just talking from an individual perspective, by the way. I'm not even necessarily talking from the companies. I'm just saying people that are very quick to say, I'm cancelling. As far as I'm concerned, the first question I ask is, how emotionally invested was you in that person in the first place? You wasn't. But if you was, like, how far are you going to go with this cancelling thing? I'm just asking. Not you. I'm just saying individually. You, how far are you gonna go?
Alright, you wanna talk about it?
It's
You wanna
easy to
talk about
tweet. It's easy to tweet it.
Yeah.
It's easy to tweet it, but how far are you going?
You want to talk about it? All right. So let Kanye West, once again, the example.
Yeah.
Massive Kanye West fan, me, right? In terms of his music, for me, one of the greatest musicians, in my opinion, ever. He's up there in terms of producing everything. Gave me some of my most favorite albums.
Yeah, and good memories.
Yeah, made incredible music like All Falls Down. Music that was actually uplifting. The guy that everyone, likes to say, the George Bush comment. All of that stuff. When he starts coming out and doing the stuff he's doing now, right? Or last year, should I say, right? I started questioning him. I started going, who is this? I don't recognize this person no more. This is a man that lives in Calabasas. His house doesn't even have furniture. He doesn't have doors. You could just walk in his bedroom. Him and Kim could be beating and North could just run in because they don't put doors. He's living in a weird
Why does that
world
bother
now.
anyone though?
What?
I don't understand. If he doesn't have doors, why?
I'm not saying it bothers you, but I'm just saying, like, if you and your wife are doing what you're doing, your child can just walk in on
That's
it.
his personal thing, innit? If you don't want no doors, you don't have to have no doors. But yeah, go on anyway.
Okay, well, I don't know. Some people agree with you. Kevin Hart said on his comedy doesn't want doors because he wants to know what his kids are doing. He wants to just walk in on
fair.
them.
Go on,
Doesn't want to lock the doors.
Oh, he said it was, yeah. It was
Alright,
sort
go
of
on
same thing,
anyway.
innit?
Go on.
But what I'm saying is, right, I was in that space when everyone was like, Kanye West, like, at the height of it. Remember when he said the slavery comment on TMZ? At the height of it, when everyone was, if you remember clearly last year on Twitter, people saying he's done.
Yeah.
He's finished, he's done, I'm not listening to him.
Trump.
He's wearing a MAGA hat, all of this T.I.'s coming out. Bro, I was there. I was like, do I cancel this guy? Like, am I genuinely going to cancel him because I actually am a fan of his music and have admiration for him as an artist, right? Am I going to cancel him or not? And unfortunately, I said, well, no, fortunately, depending on how you look at it, but I said I'm going to wait it out and see if this is who he is now over a period of time. Now I'm mad confused because 2 months later, he's in Chicago. I'm moving to Chicago now. I'm living here with Chance the Rapper. I'm going to make all my album here. Now he's back in Calabasas doing Sunday service. The Chicago thing's done. I don't know anymore what I'm supposed to do.
Mitch, let me just pause you there.
Go on.
This is where I changed my opinion on Kanye West. I said, cancel this man. What the fuck is he saying? He is like one of the richest black men. He is out here. He is successful. And this is what he's done now. Like, his mum would never have been proud. Then I started listening to his albums from day one up until Yeezus. And I realized he's just a madman. He came out here talking about the Ralph Lauren Don, and he had the checkered shirts, and he was always rapping. He was happy as shit. Then his mum died. He went through a bit dark time. Then he was licking a bull-headed white woman, Amber Rose. The man is just since his mum has passed, he's just been a madman. So I then realized this is not a man who actually believes this. This is just a madman.
And
so
you know what, you're right. It's consistent.
He's a consistent madman.
Even when he grabbed the thing of Taylor Swift, everyone said he's crazy.
He's mad.
He just wanted to go on stage and voice his opinion.
Bush don't like black people. Like, this Don.
So you can't cancel a madman.
Madman? No, I don't acknowledge a madman. If I say a madman, I can't
You
chat to him
shouldn't
on the street.
necessarily cancel a madman. A madman needs help.
But what if his
needs help?
But what if his madness though is all rooted in his own self-ego? Because that's what it is with Kanye essentially. Like, I'm a big Kanye fan, but I have to hold my hands up and say, all this man's ego has been his own biggest enemy since day one. He's
Possibly.
always, and it's but in the same breath, it's like that yin or yang thing. It's in the same breath, it's the thing that allowed him to be great because he always believed, I can rap, I can be the greatest rapper, I can be the greatest producer, I can be the greatest fashion designer, and that's what allowed him to reach these heights. But the problem is, he gets so wrapped up in his own ego that he believes his thoughts and everything is just the reality of the world. But there's other people that live in this world.
Do you know
bro.
why he thinks like that? He's a madman. So I can't be now. I can't be upset
He's a madman.
when he thinks like that.
You know what? Yeah.
Who's been cancelled, Chucky?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen anyone.
what about in the
Wait.
UK?
Let me just say this here. I haven't
cancelled in the
seen.
UK?
I haven't seen anyone, or like particularly a group of people, that have cancelled anything that has been lit today. Though, like all the stuff that I've seen that's being cancelled are usually under two brackets. One, it was washed, like it's washed today and it was like popping back in the day. Or you just wasn't emotionally invested in it in the first place. So it's easy to do that. But when it's something that you are, it's a lot more difficult then, and I don't really see it. So I'm like, okay, I'm not even saying that Kanye should be cancelled. He's not cancelled to me. But like, it would be interesting to see how far he could go for people to say, do you know what? I'm not buying Yeezys anymore.
Do you know
I'm
why
not
he
putting
can't?
money in his pocket anymore. I remember watching something actually on the Breakfast Club, which I thought was funny, yeah, when the whole Gucci thing had happened. And then DJ Envy said, Angela Yee said, she said to Charlamagne, are you cancelling them? He was like, I don't even wear it anyway. Then she said to Envy, like, are you cancelling it? And he said, yeah, I'll cancel it for 3 months. I was like,
No, but he said that because T.I. said it. T.I.
I was like, you know what?
But
You
that's
could just
accurate,
say,
though.
you could just say, I'm not cancelling it. It's fine. You don't have to, just because you're on a radio station and stuff like that, and the majority in the room
because T.I.
are
said it. T.I. said to everyone, we're cancelling Gucci for 3 months. He made it a thing. Then Soulja Boy jumps in it.
3
Then-
months.
But can I say something, Chucky? Do you know what that sounds mad, innit? But do you know what the maddest thing
That's
is?
loose to me.
But do you know
No
why?
one cared.
But do you know what it is? In the real world, that's kind of accurate though, because that's what people do. Not exactly 3 months, but people cancel
A
someone,
week.
and then after a period of time, they're not.
You know what?
Everyone
You'll
I
get-
know
wait,
that was
wait.
cancelled
You
in
see-
this industry is still making bread and still doing their thing.
Do you know what? Do you know what? Do you know why what you
Apart
said is
from
so
R.
key?
Kelly.
Do you know what you said is so key? Even with the Gucci thing, when you said, that's kind of right, whatever, yeah. People that might have cancelled it for the week and that wasn't buying it that week anyway because they weren't getting paid that week.
Of course.
Chuck,
Yeah,
you know the
cancel
truth.
it at the end of the month,
At
innit?
the
When the
end of
check
the-
comes through.
So the truth is, reality is,
True.
Cancel it
Not
then.
mid, you can't do it mid-month.
you're only really going to cancel what you're consistently exposed to because that's what you're always thinking about, i.e. your girlfriend. You have to cancel that at some point because if she's annoying you, you're going to get rid of it. But realistically, the people that were going hard to try and cancel me, in 5, 6 weeks, 7 weeks time, why would they be thinking about me? They've never cared about me. They've lived for like 30 years. I've been around in their memory now for about a month, 2 months. That's 2 months of 30 years. Them man soon drop me out, fam. Like, they don't care about them things. That's why I say a lot of the people shouting at these cancel culture things, they don't care about the issue. They just care about being noticed. And that's why I can't deal with the net. It's just about who's beside man. You're going to get cancelled by the net. That's the rule. That's the game. That's the law. You got to accept it. You know the rules before you get in.
And that's, do you know what? That's what my sister always, my little sister's always been saying to me recently. Like, I don't know how you or people like you put yourself out like that, out there online like that, because you're putting yourself under next pressure. Everything you say is under the microscope. Everything you say is going to come under scrutiny. There's a sense of responsibility that just comes with it that you haven't asked for. It's just part of the game. And she's like, I don't know how you deal with that.
The way I deal with it is knowing that means I have to be a good person because there's no hiding places. Man's playing 11-a-side football. There's nowhere to hide. Until you get subbed off, my bro, you got to give 100%. So that's the way I'm looking at my
But
life.
even when you're a good person,
man's giving 100%.
You could come out and give your views, your beliefs on something, right? And people can be genuinely upset about those beliefs. But these are just your beliefs. But because you're on a platform, people are going to get more upset about you having those beliefs because they believe you're influencing loads of
Mitch,
other
if
people
you
to think
don't
that way and
know
you don't
them
agree with
people-
that. No, I'm talking about people
No,
who
I
know.
understand. I
No,
understand.
but that people I know is the problem. That's always the problem. And because when I say no, I mean beside me. There's loads of people I know that are not beside me, and that's why I say I have no problem with them people thinking whatever because we were never like that anyway. Like I'm not missing out on you not speaking to me. There's nothing in my heart that makes me go, oh man, it's the man right beside me that I've had conversations with about these types of things, that have heard my perspective, that know my stance, that know what I feel. Like, cuz how can you just change your mind because everyone's changing their mind? And then when everyone comes back and you see everyone coming back,
You're
you
back.
come back as well.
Trash.
You
What?
gotta fuck off.
Nah, cuz you're gone. I'm telling you,
You're
you're gone
cancelled
now.
now.
You're
Yeah,
cancelled.
you gotta
You
fuck
came
off.
back because you saw the amount of support I got. The amount of support I got surprised me. It humbled me. It made me realise, rah, what do you mean?
It's mad, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Oh, what's the opposite of cancel, by the way? Like, what word is the opposite of cancel?
Well, you'd embrace, innit? You really
Embrace?
support. You support.
Accept.
Listen, enter.
Enter.
Yeah, nah, you support, innit? Like,
Yeah.
whoever, I don't know, man. I do think that, like, I'm a hypocrite as well. I'll be honest.
everyone is,
Everyone's
man.
been a
I'm a
hypocrite.
hypocrite.
Everyone's been a liar
I'm
at
a
some
hypocrite.
point. Everyone's
Of course.
done like no one's That's
of
why
course.
this whole judging game is crazy out here.
But no, what makes you a hypocrite is the consistency of it. So if I said to you, smoking is trash, and I walked outside and took out a cigarette.
And then you did
you'd
it
be
again,
Like,
and
did it again.
again.
You'd be like, this guy's a prick. But if
Of
I
course.
say that and I live by that, but you go, 10 years ago you smoked, then you would say, well, that's the reason why I stopped, big man.
Exactly.
I can't be a hypocrite now. I've changed.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Nah, it is what it is anyway. But I just find that that whole cancelling thing real interesting. Ain't nobody cancelling shit, man.
Abandon, abort, call off, cry off, drop.
But,
These are the things. Do you think it's a phase, by the way, before you go into the next? Do you think it's a phase or? Do you
What,
think
the cancelling thing?
Like in 10 years, do you think it will still be like this now? Because you got to remember, the social media hasn't even been around for that long. Social media's been around for
elements
15
of it.
years max.
Elements of it is probably going to get worse somehow.
Do you think
I
it'll be
just
worse
don't know
in 10
how.
years?
I just don't know how.
But then
I can't fathom
in
it.
theory, won't everyone be cancelled? And
Well,
then who's doing
everyone
the
kind of
cancelling?
is. Everyone kind of has a moment of being cancelled, which I think that's probably what is going to happen. Everyone's going to get a moment where people feel like they've been.
So then,
cancelled.
won't it just lose its value? Then won't it just be like because we just chuck it around, like, and we're not actually cancelling people when they actually
Well,
do
it has-
mad things,
in my
like raping
opinion,
people, and do you know what I mean?
that's down to
We're just
opinion.
doing it.
That's down to opinion and how you feel. Because to me, it's already lost its value. To other people, it might feel like it's the worst thing in the world, and that like shit, like my whole life is going to be over.
Bro.
But to me, from my own experiences anyway, and just by watching what has happened with other people, yeah, shit happens for a couple
know-
of days, maybe a week, maybe a month. You'll be all right.
Do you know what makes me sick? It seems to me that the finish line for cancelling someone. So say if you want to get someone cancelled, the finish line or the part to hold your hand up and celebrate is when they lose their job. What is that about? It's like once you know the person's fired, it's like, yeah, we got the
There's
justice.
people
Now we've won that battle. Let's move on to the next one.
Yeah,
but life
that's exactly-
continues.
yeah, that's
It's a
true.
job.
But
Life
Mitch,
continues
No,
after that.
Now watch this. People were saying and they're making a joke saying I got fired. I can't respond to them. I'm self-employed. What?
You file taxes at the end of the year, bro.
What do you mean? How does it doesn't make sense? So I can't argue with them people because they've already said something that doesn't make sense to me. So for me to argue with them, I have to stoop down. Why am I stooping down? I want to stay up here. I want to overstand, not understand. So I'm gonna stay up here.
I hear that.
So it just does, bro. You just can't argue with the people on the net. Like they helped build the net in the first place, so they have just as much right as everybody else. So we all got right. So it's just like. Cause I just try and stay away from the bollocks. So
I think anyway, most people, this is probably just centered around my life though. Anyone that is going to cancel or has cancelled has probably just done it with not even saying nothing.
Yeah.
They've just made that decision in their mind. You know what? I'm just not really going to fuck with that anymore. I'm not going to shout about it from the rooftops and try and make and just be the high almighty person. You know what? Within me, just doesn't feel good. Don't really like them. Don't really check for it. Whatever it may be. I'm not really a part of that. Not emotionally invested in it anymore. I'm not putting any money into it. I'm not putting any money into them. Whatever it may be, and that's just me. And I'll just go about my way.
cancel
And if that's
culture is good though. You
cool.
know, there's a perspective. Do you know why it's good? It means now.
And
we
whenever
have
I
to-
cancel someone or something, that's just my thing. I'm not even going to come on the podcast and say, this person's cancelled. It's just done, isn't it?
But do you know what's lit about it?
It's just done.
But Chucky,
You
do
just
you know
know,
what's lit
innit?
about it? Do
Yeah,
you know
of
what's lit
course.
about it though?
That's
Think
how
about
I
it.
deal with my relationships. I'm
When you
just
get
that.
cancelled, you lose money. You lose money. That's not like you.
Yeah,
lose
you do.
money.
Yeah, for a period of time.
For a period of time. I do also think it's funny though. Some of the people that have chosen to take a step away from me, brands and so on and so forth, within this time, don't understand that I've been doing this for 10, 11 years and I've helped contribute amongst people have come way before me and done bigger things, but I've helped contribute to the brand being where it is right now, to this world. So essentially, I live here. You can't cancel me where I live. That's like, how can you evict me from my house but you don't own nothing? It doesn't even make any sense. How can I be in Haringey but someone in Camden trying to evict me? This is not even the same borough, so this doesn't make that.
If you go into their borough, then cool.
Yeah,
If
of
you're trying to be in
course.
the rock world or whatever,
Yeah,
then
kick
cool.
me out.
But this is my
But
world.
I'm in the world of niggas.
I'm in the culture.
And look at me. I've been black for as long as I can remember. So that don't even make sense to me, my bro. It's like all of these, the dynamics of it. But it's good. Do you know why? Because by me losing money, that means I have to watch what I say. By me watching what I say, I have to think about what I'm saying. By me thinking about my saying, I got to now understand the worth of what I'm saying. Maybe there is no point in me saying this. Wait a minute, why do I even think like this? Shit, I'm a problem. I got to change my thought process.
Yes.
This isn't right. I've got to be positive now. So that's the reasons why I say cancel
There's a
culture to a
silver
certain
lining,
extent
innit?
is actually good.
Yeah, of
but
course.
it's just that when it's not governed, like Mitch says, and it's in the hands of somebody who's had a shit day, who's had an argument with their girlfriend, they come home, Arsenal probably just lost, they switch on the TV, they see Mitch living a good life, they're like, fuck this guy, I need to cancel him because I'm not happy, why should Mitch be happy? Like, I just know people like that.
Or when like
Or me, or
employers sort of cave into peer pressure. That's what I think as well, because I think that's what happens a lot. Employers cave into peer pressure. They know in their heart what they think is probably the best thing to do, but they have to be seen doing what is the right thing to social media.
Yeah, but see with them,
that's dangerous.
See with brands, maybe not employees as such, but even with brands, do you know the reason I don't even get upset with them? Because it's just business. It's not personal. Like,
No,
I know
no
they
one
don't-
gets upset.
I don't- yeah, I know.
No
I'm
one
not saying
gets
you
upset.
did. I'm not saying that because
Yeah.
I know you've made it clear it's about
Yeah.
the people next to you. But I'm saying in general, I just don't get. That's just business. They're just trying to protect their money. They don't give a damn about me.
I
They never
don't
did.
blame them.
They're just trying to protect their money. But what you got to realize is, the money will start coming back. and things will pick up again.
No, what they have to realize is they have to come back.
Yeah, they will.
Not all of them,
Things
some of
will.
them, but people have said bad things to me or bad things about me, and then they send me emails and they see me and say hello. And my message to everyone that does that is, if I found out that information, the first conversation is going to be, what's the problem? Because that's just not how we operate. I can't cuss you behind your back and then see you and shake your hand. I'm just not. Cause when I was growing up, the biggest motto we had in Ferry Lane was say it to his face. Man would be like, cuz that man gets on my nerves. Everyone would be like, say it to his face. Otherwise, don't say it to us, because now we're part of the whole thing.
Yeah, of course.
So you're going to go tell the next man, yeah, man, I said it to them man agreed. Say it to his face.
Man, them, love and guidance every time.
R.I.P. Nana, I love you. I always love
Rest
you, man.
in
You're my
peace,
guy,
Nana,
fam,
man.
forever, fam. One of the realest, the youngest, older, inspiration. You
Yeah,
helped a
rest in
lot of
peace.
people. You inspired a lot of people. A lot of people were affected by you going. Nana, I fucking love you, bro.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Eco.